I'm going to start writing a book, right? The only thing I have is the title, but it's MS, the greatest blessing I never thought I wanted. In 2002, I was taking a shower and my left arm was hot and my right arm was cold. And then it started this burning and numbness, tingling all over. I went to the doctor and the doctor looked at my age. I was like 32. They said, "You may have MS." And I went, wow, okay. And I found a neurologist and I walked into his office and he had a copy of my films and he just pointed and said, "Yes, you have MS." The tears just started falling. All I knew was that there was no cure. And it was almost like having the worst secret and not being able to tell anyone. And the thought of my girls getting married, a vision just kind of popped into my head. And I was thinking, I won't even be able to walk down the aisle. And I heard a voice just as plain and clearly say, "You are not alone." And I thought, well, wow, okay. So that means I need to figure out who else is in this predicament with me. They were starting me on a steroid drip. And there was another African-American young lady that was in the same infusion room. And someone said, was asking me how was my MS doing. And she looked and was like, "You have MS?" I said, "Yeah, why?" She was like, "I have MS too." And it was almost like, whoa, we found a buddy. We came together and, going over ideas. And I told her about this thought that I have about the "you are not alone." And she said, "Oh yeah, MS, you are not alone. Hey, that's almost like a name, like Miss Yana." I was like, oh, that's perfect. So that's how Miss Yana came to be. It's MS, you are not alone. Once the group got started and we're on a roll, we had 5 people, then we had 10 people, we had 15 people. And I said, okay, well, the one thing that I know is if I'm getting up and I'm putting on lipstick and I'm getting dressed, I want to be able to give some information to people that is going to empower them, it's going to enlighten them and educate them. I also didn't want this group to be about pity. I did not want there to be "oh, woe is me, I got MS." Okay, well, guess what? We all have MS. And so let's figure out solutions. How are we gonna fight this? And I want to make sure that I'm addressing all needs. So whether it's childcare, hey, you need a ride to the grocery store, we have scooters and walkers. One of the services that we offer is to be able to go to the doctor with you. I mean, you can bring your husband along, but your husband is as lost as you are. You don't have to suffer in silence. And look at the power that lies when you say, "Hey, I have MS." You never know who you're going to touch. When you're with someone who knows and understands what you're going through, it really makes a big difference.